everybody. It's Yvonne Lorraine, owner of Innovative Visions, here hosting the Coaching Couch with Sharon Taylor, the owner of Business Vision and Development Center.
Hi, Yvonne. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. And she's looking like sunshine today. We're in Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., just moments away from Union Station. And we're going to be working today on some intensives. And what are we going to be talking about today?
Yes, so today we want to talk to you all about deception because we know that people can be deceived by believing things that are not necessarily true. So that's what we want to talk about because we don't want anybody walking around being deceived, believing things that are not true, and especially when it comes to you and yourself. Because sometimes we can be our worst enemy at deceiving ourselves.
So let's talk about deceit for a minute. And I know you said something about deceiving ourselves. Let's dive a little further into that.
So, when we talk about deceiving ourselves, again, remember I'm saying that we can believe something that's not true.
Okay.
So, basically, someone may have told you something, you may have learned a thing over the years, or you may have told yourself.
Yeah.
And when you tell yourself something that you believe that is not necessarily true, there may be some reasons why that's the case. And that's what we're going to talk about. So why do we deceive ourselves? Are we fearful of the truth? Are we trying to trick ourselves or fool ourselves? Those are some of the questions to think about. Do we do it intentionally because we're concerned about maybe how people think about an outcome? So why do we deceive ourselves? Why do we believe the thing that is not true is what we need to think about?
I have been victim of that, or I guess not a victim if I do it to myself. But there are times when I tell myself things that I know not to be true to get me through a particular moment in time. But I've also done it in order to be trick my mind into believing something that I really want that I might have. So I use it in a positive, negative kind of way. But I know that there are a lot of people that we look at them and they say something and we know it's not true. You don't weigh 120 pounds. The scale is not broken.
The scale is not broken. Sometimes, and I love my ladies, y'all know I love our ladies, but sometimes either we deceiving ourselves or we just not looking in the mirror. Because when we come stepping out the house, y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Now, there's a way. Yes, we all like to look nice. You want to be sexy, all of that. That's okay. But don't deceive yourself to think that everything is okay because everything is not okay.
That's true. And then sometimes, a lot of times, not even with just the physical, we deceive ourselves with relationships.
Yes.
We always think they are going to change, or they not doing what your instincts are telling you that they're doing. God gave us instincts and intuition for a reason.
Yes, that's so very true, Sharon. I am so glad you brought that up because I do believe also with relationships, a lot of people, both male and female, stay stuck in relationships because they deceive themselves believing something's going to change. And you have all the signs that's showing that there is no change.
Red flags,
right?
Red flags, stop signs, all of that.
Right. So it's like, why do that to yourself? Because another thing to just think about is what we see is always not what it is. Right?
Yeah, you got that right too, because sometimes we'll take something innocent and turn it into this whole big thing that isn't really what it is.
That's right. And guess where that started? In our thoughts.
You got that right.
We start thinking about it. We start building on it.
You see a phone number, and all of a sudden it's his ex-girlfriend, and they building a life together. And you're standing there with the number because one, you went to look for it.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do now that you have it? And then you can't say nothing to him because you know you went through his things.
Him or her.
Him or her. And then you call it and found out, you know, he may be doing some mentoring work for some teenage boys or girls, you know, and then now you're stuck with
an issue. Now you have an issue.
So Yvonne, how do we get past deceiving ourselves mostly? Because that's where it really comes from. People can deceive us more readily if we deceive ourselves more readily.
Right. So first of all, we have to believe the truth. We have to be willing to accept the truth. We have to be willing to not operate in fear of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we can get away from the fear of what we believe may be the truth, or just the fear of what we're going to find out if we present the truth, then that's the beginning. That's definitely a beginning of walking away from not deceiving yourself. Because if we're sitting here lying to ourselves and trying to trick ourselves to believe things that are not true, y'all, then like Sharon said, if we're doing it to ourselves, trust me, other people are going to do it to you as well. So let's not do that.
Thank you, Yvonne. I enjoyed this tremendously.
Yes, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for having me here on the coaching couch today. And yes, I am enjoying being outside, y'all.
Woohoo! So, Yvonne, where can we find you?
So you all can find me on Instagram and Facebook at I am Yvonne Lorraine, or just email me at IamYvonneLorraine@gmail.com. And you can find me also on the YouTube station,
the Business Vision and Development Center. And don't forget to subscribe.
That's right.
See you soon.
Bye.